Hey guys, welcome back. In this video we're going to discuss all about how you can create a currency converter using HTML CSS and also JavaScript. Let's look at the project. So this is the default value. When you will enter another value inside there, you will get different result. If you want to change the currency like this one to this one and click to change X and Y, you'll get different result, right? So I'm going to change it and yeah, it's perfect. And also you can change the value, you will get the difference. So I'm going to refresh it and I'm going to getting this one default value, and also you can use that to change GBP to USD, right? So let me tell you how you can create that. So I'm going to close it and go to my code editor. Inside that I have an index.html, style.css and script.js. Also I have another file, countries.js. Inside that have all of the countries code. So we're going to use that inside our image section to display the particular image, right? So I'm going to close it. So first of all we need to design the applications. Also I have mentioned those script files inside my index.html file. So without further ado, let's get started. Write the code. I'm going to write container h2 currency converter and I'm going to use wrapper class to wrap all of the content from and I'm going to use amount. Inside the amount, this is amount, input type text or value, default value is 1. Right, after that I will use the convert box. By the way, this is a div, we're gonna use it inside the form, outside the amount, right? So yeah, I'm gonna get the same thing like this one, paste it, but this time I need to change few things like form, and inside this one I need to use select input, and inside that I need to add just a minute, I need to select the select box, and inside that I need to use options, USA like this one, and yeah, I need to get the image. So let me show you how you can get the image. Write the flag CDN, and inside that you need to open C usage and you will get this one path, right? Get that, and before the select tag I'm gonna use image src, paste the path, right? And by the way, this is the size, but I will change the size is 48 by 36. Oh, all of the sizes appeared on there like that, right? So first we're gonna save it and I'm gonna open it in the live server. You'll get that result like that, as you can see, right? So next thing is I need to create another section to display the another country data, right? So inside the amount, not the, just a minute, where it is form, convert box, but I need to create a form. Okay, I'm gonna change the classes from, and I'm gonna get it and paste it. This will is 2, but inside the from and to I will create a class reverse, and inside that I'm going to use class as exchange lt, right? So that is to leave the all of the options same, and yeah, perfect. And last thing I need to add it is exchange display the content. So after the 2 I'll use result use getting exchange right, like that. So outside of the form, in a minute only, inside the container, I will use the button tag and I'm going to use get exchange right. So by the way, this is button. Let me just type this. So look at that. So go to style.css. We need to style it. So first of all, I need to reset the property. Then I want to display the content in the center of the page, so I'm going to select the body, display flags, align items center, justify, content is center. My content will appear in the center of the page right now. Also, I need to change the font family is Poppins, sans serif sub, and look at that. The next one is I need to assign the main height 100 VH, and also I will use the padding top and bottom 0 left and right 10 pixel to make a space. And I'm going to use background color hash 6@31DE, and I will use overflow is hidden. So look at that. Then I need to select the container. In the container I will use the background color FFF, and I will use width 500 pixel. Also I will use the box shadow 0.4 pixel, 30 pixel, RGB 0.1. So we're gonna save it and look at that. The next one is I need to select my wrapper class. In the wrapper I need to use background, not that, I need to use color hash 2C3E50, and I will use padding top and bottom left and right 2 RAM 2.5 RAM, and I will use border radius 5 pixels to round the corners. Then I'm going to select the container H2, font size I will use 2 RAM, text align center, font weight I will use 500, padding I will use 1 RAM 0, border bottom I will use border bottom 1 pixel solid and DDD. Color is hash 2C3E50. So and look at that. But why I can't see the border radius? This is a wrapper class. Okay. So yeah, it's perfect right now. So let's move on the container from so it's smaller than 10 pixel 10 pixel 0. So okay, by the way, this is from class, right? And inside there have a P means paragraph, so I need to add font size is 1 line is best, and I'm going to use margin bottom is 7 pixel. The next one is I need to select the input, but before selecting input I need to select the from input. By the way, this is the font tag I will use from. I will use width 100% and I will use height 40 pixel, border radius I will use 5 pixel, font size 1 RAM, padding 0 and 15 pixel, background I will use transparent, and color I will use hash yeah, this is best, border 1 pixel solid and hash like this one, and I'll use the transition all 0.3 as outline I will use null. Then I'll use the same thing, container from input focus and I'm going to use padding 0 and 14 pixel, border 1 pixel solid hash, at 3, not this one, 839192, at 3919. So let's look at that, what happened. Yeah, it's perfect, but I need to use the cursor pointer. No, I don't need it. So yeah, so let's move on the next converter box, like this one. So select the convert box, container, form tag, and say that I have a convert box. So I need to use display flex property to align the item, and I'll use flex direction as column, align item center, justify content is center, and I will use margin top to make a space 20 pixels. First we can save it. Look at that. Then I need to select a container from, not from, form tag and from, and I will get the same thing, but this time I need to use 2 because I will use the same styles like with 100%. So look at that, it will cover whole of the page. I will show you how you can do that. I'm going to use container, convert box, select input. First we're going to select input. Yeah, here is it. And inside that I need to use display flex with 100%, and I will use border 1 pixel solid hash 2C 3E50. I'll use height 40 pixel, align item center, padding 0 20 pixel, background transparent, and cursor pointer transition on 0.3x. So look at that, right? Then but I think I need to add the border radius inside the input field, but I will check that. Yeah, I will work on that in a minute. So then I need to select the same thing, but this time I'm going to add it hover effect. Now I'm going to use border 1 pixel solid hash 2ECC71. Let's select the image, then you'll get different result. Convert box, select input, IMG. I will use min width 220 pixels. Wow. So look at that, right? But also I need to add another things, so you'll understand everything. Yeah. Okay, I'll use the border radius as well on the 5%. And in a minute, this is my project. Yeah, it's perfect right now, as you can see. Hover the mouse and cool, everything. So let's select the select item, right? So container, convert box, and select input, select. I'm going to use 100% cursor pointer, font size is 1 rand, and background I will use norm. I need to use background norm, margin 0, 10 pixel, and color is hash, like this one, outline none, border none, font family all is unhidden, and yeah, that's what we're gonna save it. And look at that. Let's move on the options, because the option is very important. So container convert box. After that I need to use select input, select tag. Inside that have an option tag, so I need to use color is black. So yeah, only one option is up here, but I will display that dynamically using JavaScript. Perfect. So let's select the container and I'm going to use convert box dot what is the name of the class, like this one, reverse, and I'll use cursor pointer and I'll use margin top 32 pixel. Font size I will use 1.2 round, and I will rotate that 90 degree. Rotate 90 degree. And also I will use the transition because I will use effect on there. So select the same thing. I will use hover and I will use color is hash, like this one, save, and okay, that this is rotation. Yeah, finally I need to select the, but this is not finally, but I think it's almost done in CSS. So this is a font tag. Inside that have a result. So this font size 1.1 RAM, and I'll use margin top and bottom 0.5 RAM. Not this one. First we save it and let's look at it. Yeah, perfect. Last thing is button, right? Cool. So I need to select the button tag. Button is represent inside the container, so I need to use width 100%. Height is 62 pixel. Background color is hash DE6, not the 3163. Outline is none. Cursor pointer. Border radius is 003 pixel. 3 pixel, 3 pixel. This is border of the border. Transition all 0.3s, and font family I will use font family and height. Border is none, and font size is 1.1. Last thing I need to add it container, button tag, power effect, and yeah, I need to select the background color is hash C 90 at BC. Yeah, it's perfect. But also I need to change the color white. Cool. So this is our design, but we will use the JS to display the dynamic data inside our options. And yeah, so I need to check the size is a 48. Okay, I will manage the size on later. So let's move on the JS, and in the JS we need to get the data from HTML document and store the data inside our variable. So let's do that. The first one I need to select the from select field. The next one I need to select the to select field. To color 1C like that. And I need to use get button. The button is represent inside the container, so container button there. And const, what is the name? I need to check the name. Revise and okay, so EX icon, query selector, and this is inside the form here. like that, and const amount of, and this is a form input field, and last thing I need to get that is uxwrap txt human.query selector from, not from, this is form tag, by the way, form tag, inside that have a result. Right, so once you get the data and store the data inside the variable, the next thing you need to get this one data and display the data inside our option box like there. So how you can do this? So let's work on that. So let's the add event when user will click on the first and second drop down menu or drop down select box. So what I need to do on there, I will create a error and use from currency and to currency. I'm going to select both of the variables, then I will use the for each to execute the content in the select box, and in the select parameter you will get the first and second HTML data, and the I you will get the index number. So let's look at that. Select and I, comma, save, and look at that inside the console. Right now, as you can see, this is select and this is index number 0, 1, right? Because I will use this one tactics to add the condition to get the data from countries, right? So let's look at that. I will use for create a variable let cur code. This is my variable, and I will use the I need to use n keyword, and I'm going to target my this one variable that have all of the countries code. Right, once you've done that, then you will get all of the code inside the cur code variable. Right now, as you can see, all of the code is up here. Once you've done that, then I will use the const selected. This is my variable. Inside that, I will use I triple equal to is 0 and currency code triple equal to is USD. I'm going to use default as USD and GBP. The next one is I will use I triple equal to is 1 and currency code triple equal to is GBP. Then my particular item is selected, otherwise non-selected. So this is our code. This select variable will get the data which condition is true or false. Means condition is true means our select box is selected, then it will get the data and store the data inside the variable, right? Perfect. Then I want to display these data inside my drop down or option box. So let's do that. I need to select my select parameter like this one. Inside there have a complete HTML page, so I need to use insert adjust HTML. I need to pass two parameters. First one is we want to display that the option. I'm going to use before, and the next one is which data you want to display there. So I go to my this one page and get this one data, paste on it. Inside the USA, I need to target the currency code. After the double quotation, you need to use the variable is selected, and also you need to use the currency code on there. Just a minute, just what is right, cool. So and look at that, each code is up here inside the select box, and also same thing is up here in the second end profile select box. Then I will use the event when user will click on the select box, then I want to change the image, right, and get the data from the particular code and store the data inside the variable, right? So let's do that. So event and select, and so I need to target my select parameter like this one, because inside that have a complete HTML page or HTML option boxes or select box. So which event you will use? Change event. Come into the if body or body of that, and step number 1, you need to get the code. So where you want to get the code, select that video. What is the code? So let's look at that, the code. How do you get the code? I select Sol, you'll get the cell. So this is, by the way, country code, right? Right, cool. So you have successfully received the code and store the code inside the variable of the code. The next one is you need to create a variable image tag, and you need to target the select year. This one, inside that have a parent element. The parent element is that query selector and image. Let's look at the parent element. So this is a select in the select is a parent element of the image. So I have used this one tactics on there to get the data and store the data inside our image tag variable. Then I need to target image src. So I need to add the dynamic image, right? So I need to get complete this one URL and paste on there, right? Image source, but also I need to use a equal sign on there. So we need to change UA to control list country, like this one in a minute. Right, once you store that, then you need to use array, and inside array you need to pass the currency code. Perfect. After that you will convert it into uppercase. By the way, this is the uppercase, so you need to convert it as a lowercase. So I'm gonna use the function to lowercase. That's it. First we're gonna save it, and I'm gonna select Sol. Currency code is not defined 28. Okay, I need to pass on this code variable. Right, as you can see guys, the data is up here, and you can change any country code. You will get the particular country how much. Perfect. So the important thing is, just a minute, get the data from API and display the data inside our variable. So let's do the how we can do it. So I need to open the website. First I'm going to open Google, and I'm going to use Exchange API. Exchange API. I need to open this one website, Exchange generate-api.com. I already signed in, so you will get this one URL. By the way, this is your API, so I'm gonna get this one API and I'm gonna store it inside my key, like this one. Right, so this is your API key. The next one is the URL, like this one. So you will use this one URL to URL, and I'm gonna paste it on them. So I need to change it. No, this time I'm gonna leave it because I will call it on my another function. So let's create a function, get data from API. Async function, get exchange right, like that, right? And this function will execute when the content is load. So I will use window.add MLS now DOM content load, and I will execute that function on there. So first of all, I will use the const. I will get the value from input field and convert in amount element.value. So this is the amount element value, means user will enter any data inside that. I need to convert it as a value. Let's look at that. amount value. So when I will enter something on there, what happened? For each loop, line number 14. 14. Okay. Just a minute, guys. Okay. This is my mistake. Yeah. As you can see, in the right side have a 1 value, means you have received the data. I will use 5, but the default is a 1 value, right? It will execute when you will use the event on btn click, right? But this time I just show you how you can use it. Alright, cool. The next one is I need to change the text content. Please write like that, so you'll get this one isn't on there, right? Then I need to target try and catch. In the catch I'll use error. In the error I'll use exwrite txt.text content. Something went wrong, right? In the try block I will get this one API URL like this one, and I'm going to use it inside there. So let's do the how we can add it. First of all, I will create a variable const response, and I'm going to pass in the complete API URL of the exchange rate. So inside the API I need to pass my API key variable, and last thing you need to change it USD to your from currency dot value. What is this one? This one means your this value, right? Perfect. So yeah, so let's look at that inside the console. If everything is perfect, you will get the result. Just a minute. USD. Okay, I need to target the function await and fetch, then you will get the result. Sorry for my mistake. Alright, now as you can see, you have successfully received the data. Everything is a true. Status true means you have data inside the response, but the data is not readable right now. As you can see, a readable string, so you need to convert it. So let's add it result, and I'm going to target my response.json. So let's check it now, the data is converted or not. So yeah, fulfilled. Yeah, it's converted. We have received the promises, right? So let's get the data from there, and but also I will use the await function. Let's result, and yeah, cool. As you can see, guys, you successfully received the data from API, and yeah, you can use those data inside your project. So first of all, I will get this one currency rate, right? And yeah, this is the code. So let's use it. So I have all of the data inside my result variable, right? So I need to create a variable const exrate. I need to target my result variable, right? Inside the result variable have conversion. In a minute I will use also, because I will show you console log result. I will comment that in a minute. So I'm going to target my this one, so I need to get this one data, right? So copy, because you will understand everything. Just to use result, then your key, right? This is a key. So inside that I need to target it because it is array, right? So array and have a key and values. So I need to use to currency that value, right? So let's look at that what happened. you'll get inside the console. Right now, as you can see, perfect. By the way, this is default. We will change it using some condition. We will use some condition on there, right? The next one is I'll use const total ex rate. So I need to convert it as a total ex rate. So amount value, this is my variable, like this one in a minute. This one, where it is. Amount value means user will enter something inside the input field. So this is this one value times by ex rate. Ex rate is stored inside this one variable, right? And yeah, so copy and paste. Let's look at that in just a minute. When I will add 5, but this time it doesn't work right now because I need to add the event, then you will understand all of the things. So I'm going to use get btn add MLS now click event e.prevented file, and I'm going to call this function when user will click on that. So let's look at that. This time I'm going to use 5, click on that. Right now, as you can see, 4 point and so on so far, right? Click on that, none, yeah. Click on that, yeah. So I need to convert it. As you can see, after the dot have a many content. So I need to display only 2 after the dot. So I need to call to fixed function. To fixed, right? And I'm gonna passing the 2 means after the dot I need to only display 2 values. Perfect. Right, let's create a const, and yeah, but this time I'm going to display all of the data inside my this one field. So what I need to do, I need to target my txt ex rate text content, because this is a text. I'm going to use equal sign little template, and I'm going to passing 1 by 1 value on there. So first one is amount value, right? Then I need to target my from currency value. Then I need to assign the value from my total ex rate to currency, right? So let's look at that, what happened. Something went wrong. Okay, something went wrong. Okay, so I need to total exchange rate text content in a minute. I need to check the problem what happened on there. So amount value from currency. Okay, I need to target that value on there, and to currency is also its value. So no, so let's get inside. Okay, I think I need to check the issue on there. Okay guys, the mistake is we need to target my ex red.txt, because yeah, as you can see, first USD to 0 point like this one, but I will use this one as a default. And then let's say yeah, perfect. And also I will change it USA. This is the default, right? GB. So GB is up here, but I think it's US. Yeah, perfect. First USD, 2 second. Cool. Last thing, I need to work on the exchange. Means user click on that, then I want to exchange the data, right? So let's do that. So yeah, I'm going to target my EX icon. This is, by the way, button like this one, and I'm going to use add MLS now. Inside that, I need to target the which event you will use, click event, run the function. So inside that, I need to target the same thing, right? Array from currency.value, comma to currency.value. We need to change it as a to currency. In a minute, I'll use same thing, but first of all I need to use to currency value on there, right? And comma from currency value, right? Means I need to exchange it, right? Then I need to target from currency dot to currency dot for each, and use the select. Means you will get the HTML select box. So yeah, I'm gonna use same thing that I used on top of my page, like that. So select image. I will show you how you can do that. So I will create a code, I create a variable and get the code, select.value. Let's look at that. This is the same thing, by the way, but I will show you how you can do that. So click on that. I have a problem on 61. Add MLS now. What is that? Okay, I need to check the reverse. Everything is perfect from okay, I'll remove it. Let's, yeah, as you can see, when I click on the button, I'm able to see the data is appear on the right side. Means it's working perfectly. So the data is a code, right? The next one is you need to get the image, right? So you need to use same thing dot src. First you need to use select dot parent element dot query selector image tag dot src, and yeah, I need to get the path like this one, like little template, copy and just paste on there. I think just like this one, right? So yeah, once you've done that, then after the I'm gonna use get exchange right function. So and look at that, click on it, plus GBP to USD and USD to GBP, and whatever the number enter on there, 100 USD. So this is our simple application. And last thing I'm gonna share with you how you can use amount element dot add MLS now, and use key up when user will change the value. I'm gonna call it get exchange. That's it. So I'm gonna change it like 5, 10. I don't need to click on the button. I just change the video on there. This is another feature, by the way. So I hope you understood as well all about how you can create a currency converter using HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day.